As you sow, so shall you reap. The law of cause and effect is one of the fundamental principles in Buddhist teachings. Karma in Buddhism teaches us to be responsible for every thought, word, and action. If people live unconsciously, irresponsibly, and solely in greed and selfishness, they will easily cause harm to others and inevitably face consequences themselves. Sow and reap are two very common, simple, and easy to understand words. Whether in urban areas, rural regions, or remote, mountainous areas, everyone uses and understands these words. However, when the concept of sowing and reaping is introduced into the curriculum of popular philosophy or applied philosophy, it becomes extremely rich, profound, complex, and not at all easy to understand, explain, or interpret. Sow positive seeds to change your life. If we want to change our current circumstances, we need to change our actions. If we continue with negative actions, we cannot achieve anything new. Sow good seeds, harvest sweet fruits. Life is like a garden of free will. Focus on positive actions, because what you sow, you will reap. The power of positive thinking is the ability to sow seeds of happiness, and happiness will return to you. Life is like a field. Choose to plant the seeds you want to see sprout. Sow seeds of kindness, and you will reap peace in your heart. Your soul is where seeds are planted. Pay attention to the seeds you are sowing in it. Sow seeds of gratitude, and you will harvest moments of appreciation. Don't hesitate to sow seeds of love, for the fruit will be a deep-rooted love. Life is like a vacation. Sow the seeds of good memories. Explore opportunities. Sow seeds of positive energy, and you will reap success. Pay attention to what you sow today, because it will be the fruit you reap tomorrow. Sow seeds of belief in yourself, and you will reap confidence and success. Every action is a seed, and every seed will grow into a tree of emotions. Sow positive intentions, and you will reap sustainability and optimism. The power of positive words lies in their ability to sow seeds of optimism and joy. Pay attention to your thoughts, as sowing positive thoughts will create a strong mind. Sow seeds of care, and you will harvest attention and affection. The soul is like a field. Be mindful of the seeds you plant in it. Sow seeds of joy, and you will naturally harvest joy every day. No seed is too small. Pay attention to even your smallest actions. Life is like a grass field. Sow positive thoughts to weed out any negativity. Sow seeds of creativity, and you will reap uniqueness and progress. Be mindful of your emotions, as sowing positive emotions will cultivate an optimistic spirit. Sow seeds of honesty, and you will reap trust and respect. Explore the world with an open heart, and you will harvest valuable experiences. Sow seeds of patience, and you will reap renewal and success. Every small action is a seed, and each seed contributes to greater growth. Sow seeds of compassion, and you will harvest peace and love. Let positive thoughts be the foundation of all your actions, for you will reap what you sow. Sow seeds of art, and you will reap creativity and flexible thinking. The soul is where seeds are stored, so be mindful of what seeds you are planting. Sow seeds of gratitude, and you will harvest contentment with life. Life is like a canvas. Sow beautiful strokes to create a perfect picture. Sow seeds of belief, and you will reap confidence and self-trust. These are the deepest meanings of you reap what you sow. What's important is that we understand and apply these meanings in real life. Always sow positive actions to reap good fruits in life and become a better person. Finally, let this message remind us of the law of karma and encourage us to think carefully before acting. Only when we understand and apply the law of cause and effect can we live a happy and successful life. Buddha taught a father cannot bear the consequences of his son's misdeeds, nor can a son bear those of his father. Good deeds bring blessings, while evil deeds bring misfortune. Father's misdeeds cannot be borne by the son, nor the son's misdeeds by the father. Good deeds yield blessings, evil deeds result in suffering. There is also a saying, good or bad deeds will eventually have their outcomes. The only difference is in how quickly or slowly they manifest. In reality, cause and effect, both good and bad, are diverse and complex. Karma can have immediate consequences, like when we are thirsty and drinking water instantly quenches it. However, results may also manifest in the near or distant future, like planting a seed and waiting for it to sprout. The law of cause and effect is accurate and clear. What you sow, you will reap. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh Pho Gyat explained that according to the law of karma, success or failure has deep-rooted causes. If we wish to have positive outcomes, we must cultivate good deeds and help others. In this world, different political systems and religions interpret karma in their own ways, often involving a supreme being who dispenses rewards or punishments. However, according to Buddhism, the law of cause and effect is the foundation of life for all living beings, and no one can escape it. Therefore, Buddhism views cause and effect with thorough understanding. Buddha taught that we are the masters of our own fate. Doing good brings blessings, while doing evil results in suffering. In simple terms, karma means that good deeds lead to good outcomes, while bad deeds result in suffering. Every evil act will bring a corresponding punishment, and the severity of that punishment depends on the gravity of the misdeed. As the saying goes, what you sow is what you reap. Just as planting melons results in melons and planting beans results in beans, evil deeds also follow the same principle. Buddha said, even if we climb to the highest mountains or hide in the deepest valleys, we cannot escape the consequences of our karma when conditions are ripe. With a deep belief in karma, Buddhists are always cautious and reflective in their thoughts, words, and actions. In modern times, karma is often understood as a law of just reward and punishment. Good deeds bring good rewards. Evil deeds bring bad consequences, or sow the wind, reap the whirlwind. Because of this, many fear karma and refrain from committing evil acts, knowing that bad actions will bring negative consequences in this life and the next. Conversely, others perform many good deeds, hoping to enjoy greater blessings in the future. According to Buddhism, the law of karma does indeed mean that what you sow is what you reap. However, from our understanding, it is not merely a system of reward and punishment, but a necessary law for life and the progress of humanity. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh Pho Gyat taught, the story of karma is personal to each individual. In Vin Long, there is a story about karma that has been passed down by many people. It was told by a monk named Gyak Lion, the abbot of Phuoc Hai Pagoda in Vin Long, and it illustrates lessons about the law of cause and effect. Although the stories of karma told by the monk are filled with mystery, they have inspired many Buddhists to reflect on themselves and change their lives for the better. One of the most frequently mentioned stories is about a boy named Heen, who lived by begging in the Tra Vinh market and whose body resembled that of a cow. Heen was born into a family whose livelihood was the traditional trade of slaughtering cows. His grandfather became wealthy through this business. One day, as he was about to slaughter a cow, he dreamt that a woman approached him, crying and begging him, "Please, I beg you, don't kill me. Let me give birth, and then you may kill me." Strangely, the same dream occurred 3 times that night. He told his wife about the dream, and she advised him not to slaughter the cow, but to let it give birth. However, despite his initial hesitation, he eventually decided to kill the cow. The next morning, the cow screamed louder and more terrifyingly than any other cow he had ever slaughtered. It thrashed about so violently that it broke its restraints. Ultimately, it died, But the image of the cow shaking its head as if it were still alive haunted him. Sometime later, his daughter-in-law gave birth to his first grandchild. Nothing seemed unusual at first, but the child was born with deformities resembling those of a cow. His lips were cleft, his eyes bulging, his limbs twisted, and he couldn't walk, only crawl. The boy's head also continuously shook from side to side. The boy was named Hyan. When the grandfather saw his grandson, he could not help but recall the cow he had killed, especially its head-shaking motion. Seeing his grandson and reflecting on the past, he understood the deep-rooted cause of the boy's condition. Regretting his actions, the grandfather decided to quit the family business, which had been the source of their wealth for generations. He stopped slaughtering cows altogether. He also spent all his money trying to treat his grandson, but the boy continued to live with his deformities. Moreover, when Hyan was 10 years old, tragedy struck as he lost all his family members to sudden illnesses. Alone, he crawled through the market, begging for food. Each time he begged, it was as if something compelled him to cry out in agony, "Please, don't kill me. I am a cow," Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh Phoggiac explained. In life, whether rich or poor, noble or humble, wise or foolish, good or bad, everyone desires happiness. We all want good outcomes, but we fail to plant the right seeds. Or we sow evil seeds and still expect sweet fruit, which is utterly illogical. He elaborated that we often search for happiness, but only find suffering. In our despair, we turn to temples and seek guidance. Buddhism teaches us the law of cause and effect so that we know to do good, accumulate blessings, and avoid evil deeds that harm others. For what you sow is what you reap. Good or bad karma manifests based on conditions, and while one may not suffer now, suffering will come later, helping us empathize with those who are already afflicted. Understanding this allows us to reduce suffering for ourselves and others. When people face bad karma, they often blame external factors without acknowledging the seeds they have sown. Many commit crimes without being caught because the effects of their bad karma have not yet ripened. They continue to live as if they are innocent, even mocking the law of karma. But when their blessings run out and misfortune strikes, the suffering never seems to end. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. We love hearing from you, so drop a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Your feedback helps us create better content for you. See you in the next video.